Hello everyone! I have had some really positive feedback from my mascara for dummies video that I put out a couple months ago, and it's had several views, which tells me that people are getting something from it. So I figured, why not do one for the lip stain? This lip stain I've been using since November. We had a special kudos that came out, and this was the only color. And it was so popular that they've now come out with 7 colors of this lip stain. And I'm over the moon about it because this product changes your lip life forever. I am a big lipstick girl. I've found that, here's a tip for you, that when you don't do a whole lot with your eyes, you can really emphasize your lips and make them pop and do those brighter colors that you might not have found, I don't know, the confidence to wear before. But if you don't do a lot with your eyes, you can do more with your lips. Now, I do tone down my lips and do more of a nude color when I do a lot on my eyes and they're really dark and bold, because you don't want to be like all day long every day. But this is amazing. This lip stain stays on for forever. Like, I've literally gone 24 hours and I'll wake up the next morning and I'll still have lip stain on if it's applied correctly. Again, there are mistakes that can be made. I've been wearing it, like I said, since November, and so I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've learned from them. So let me just share that with you. One thing, I am a person who always has chapstick on. If you try and apply your lip stain when you've already had chapstick on, it's not going to work. It's going to like bubble up and you're not going to get it to stay. It's going to come off really quickly because it can't adhere to that skin because there's a barrier there. That's what your chapstick is doing. It's causing a barrier between your lips and the outside air, keeping them moist. Great. That's what it does. But when you want the lip stain to actually stain your lips, you got to get that off first. The second thing it's going to do is it's going to stick really bad to any dead skin you have on your lips. So you really need to do an exfoliation on your lips before using a lip stain. I would typically use like coconut oil with sugar as a stain, or as an exfoliation. But again, you can't do that because then that coconut oil is stuck to your lips and your lip stain is not going to adhere. So you can either do the exfoliation the night before, if you're going to use like a coconut oil and sugar scrub, or my personal favorite, it's an Origins product, it's called Modern Friction. I've been using it for like 10 years, but this stuff is amazing. So I'm going to do this really quick and show you just dry lips, and I have chapstick on right now, so this is kind of a test. But you really want to get it in there, and you want to get all the chapstick off, you want to get the dead skin off. And then rinse it. And your lips should be nice and smooth. And you want it nice and dry. Because again, whatever's there is getting stained. And yes, I did totally make my entire face red. That's alright. We'll work through it. Alright, lip stain. It needs to be very precise. Because if you get like lipstick and you're putting it on and you mess it up, whatever, you wipe it off. You're not going to be wiping this off. So be very precise. Watch what you're doing. Follow the line of your lip. I like to go a little bit outside of my lip, make them look a little bit bigger. And you don't need a lot. Really thin. Wow, you can't even hardly see that. Focus in. Well, I hope you're getting the point. Now, remember, the shape you put it in here is the shape that it's going to be all day. So you really got to be careful and use a steady hand. It is a liquid, so it's not like you can really cake it on, but just put it on really thinly and let it dry. Now here's my thing. I like my lips really bold and bright, so I'll put on like, I don't know, 3 layers of this. for today's point and video, I'm just going to do 2. You can see it's got the perfect line. It's where it is. Now I'm going to let it dry. If you touch it too soon, it's going to come right off. So you want to give it a chance to actually get in there and stain so that it's not going to go anywhere. I'd say maybe an hour-ish, or excuse me, a minute-ish. And just so you know and you're aware, it does kind of like have a tingling almost at first, like tingly sensation. It does go away, like numbing, tingling. I promise you it's not doing anything creepy to your lips. It's not going to stay that way. You're not having a reaction. It just kind of is what it is. And then it'll go away, it'll fade, and then you'll be left with these lips that last all day. All right, once it's dry, I always top it with a gloss because these, as you can see, it's very matte. That's great. A lot of people like a really matte look on their lips. I'm a gloss girl, so I top it with gloss. This is one of our most popular glosses from Younique. It's a complete nude, and when I don't wear the lip stain under it, it's the perfect nude. On top of the lip stain, however, I touch it up. And there you go. There's my lips. Now the gloss does wear off. I mean, it's a gloss, so I found that my glosses will last usually through like a meal and a coffee. And then after that, I usually reapply them. But this lip stain, it will be there tomorrow. Tomorrow night's dinner. Yeah, I'll still have this lip stain on. Now here's another little tip. If you do need it to come off, like you made a mistake or you did something wrong or you have to have it off for some reason, a little bit of coconut oil. I'm sure olive oil or something like that would help, but I always use coconut oil for everything. But that will actually break through and start wearing it down so that it does come off. So if you needed it to, there's your solution. So I hope that that helped. I hope that you guys can have some better results and it will last all day long. The exfoliation is key, and not putting it on over anything else. No lip gloss, no chapstick, nothing, or else it doesn't have anything to stain to. Good luck. Thank you so much for watching.